the Facebook group?
Yeah.
Well, we are going to have a private coaching session, so it's going to be good.
Yes.
Okay, today we are going to talk about gut health. It's so important, you know, for you to look younger, because as doctor said, your gut is your second brain. It's so connected and it's physically connected. Okay, let me ask you something. Do you know what is the healthy fats that you should be using?
Like, you mean cooking wise?
Yes, for cooking.
I would say butter, olive oil, coconut oil, nothing that's been processed, really.
Okay,
Like
that's perfect. Because what you know, some people say that butter is bad for you.
No, it's a good
Butter
fat.
is, you know, it's perfect. The old-fashioned original butter is full of vitamin A, D, and K. And it can be used to cook at high temperatures. And, you know, and it's good for people who use animal fats, right? Some people don't use it, but there's other options that you cannot cook at high temperatures with them.
Yeah.
Like the avocado oil, olive oil, you know, the organic one, it has anti-aging properties, and the coconut oil. They are fabulous for your health, for your gut, you know, they are really good. And there are other type of oils that, you know, all the processed oils are not good for you. And as people age or are pregnant, all those oils will give you like spots in your skin because they are so toxic. And it also will make people look older, as well as sugar. Sugar is also, you know, really bad for you because it, you know, it impacts your body at a cellular level. And we need to limit our intake of sugar to 28 grams per day.
That's a can of Coke.
Yes, no, and also, you know, people says like, no, but I don't eat sugar, I eat fruit juices.
That's the same.
Worse. All those fruit juices, they are processed. They have like a big amount of fructose, and fructose converts to, hi Irma.
Hey Mari, hi. Sorry that I'm late.
And fructose converts into sugar. So you will have the same effects on your body as you are eating the sugar, right? And it affects the levels of insulin and also the levels of glucose.
Yeah.
You know what is one of the best things when you crave sugar? To increase the good fats that will help you with the craving.
Okay. Yeah, well, what I've done is exchange like sodas for mineral water and then like add natural juice to them. So I'll add like a squeeze of lemon or lime or grapefruit, and that gives me the carbonation without all the processed sugar.
Of course, and it's super healthy. And you can put like, you know, oranges or something, you know, slices of oranges. No, and also what happened, the juices that you make in your house with the whole fruit, you use one fruit, coconut water, and that is healthy. But the ones that you buy for a glass of juice, if it's only the juice, they use like 5-7 fruits. So instead of you eating one fruit that is healthy, you are having a lot of glucose from a lot of fruits, because the fruits you can take it in moderation, right? Okay, let's see if any of you, if it happened to you, that you wake up in the morning and your stomach is completely flat. And during, you know, as the day progresses, you start like getting inflamed, having inflammation. And then when you, at the time you go to sleep, you feel like you are 6 months pregnant. Have that happened to you?
A lot of times.
Do you know why is that happening?
No.
Okay, that is happening because the pH of our stomachs are not balanced. It doesn't have the right pH. And the best thing to regulate the pH of your stomach is to have a morning routine. Do you have a morning routine?
Never.
Yeah, I'm notorious for no breakfast.
No, I do eat a lot of breakfast, but it's a routine, depends on the time that I have.
Okay, one of the best thing to help with to balance the pH of your stomach is the apple cider vinegar. The one with the mother, this one. This one has the mother, so it has like things on the bottom. So you can put like a cup, just a cup of this in half or a complete glass of water when you are fasting, in the morning, as soon as you wake up, you will have the glass of water with the apple cider vinegar. And that is great for, to balance all the pH. And then after a half an hour or so, it's good to have a vegetable juice, green juice. It can even be the ones that you buy that are organic, cold press, and you can add like a scoop of the greens. And that is great for your stomach. And then an hour later, you can have breakfast. And that will help you a lot with the pH. And it's super healthy because you are going to get kind of full with the celery juice and the greens. So you wouldn't overeat. Okay, let's see what else. What happened is that in the stomach, there is a lot of microorganisms and bacteria. That is normal for you to have, but there are different types of bacteria. There's bacteria, the microorganisms are in your stomach. Then in the large intestine and the small intestine, you have different types of bacteria. That bacteria takes charge of the digestion, and like it eats and poo, they do all of that in the intestine. What happens is that sometimes for your lifestyle that you have been eating really bad, give me a second. When you have eaten super bad, what happens is that your stomach and the bacteria, it migrates from one place to another. Let's say that the bacteria that it's supposed to be doing their work in the large intestine migrates to the small one. And then what happened? The process that should be happening in the large intestine are going to happen in the small intestine. What happened? The small intestine is like this size, right? It doesn't have space for all those bacteria to start reproducing, and the digestion is going to be processed in the improper place. So what happened? You are going to have inflammation, and then is what makes that you feel and look like you are pregnant at the end of the day, because all that is happening, and then you will have gases, abdominal pain, and it's due to all that, right? And that is what creates inflammation. And to solve this, the best way is to detox yourself with green juices. And while you are doing the detox with green juices, it's better not to have a simple carbohydrates, because then you wouldn't solve the problem. You need to balance and to help your stomach to get balance before you start eating normal again. And there's one thing that is super, super good for the lining of your stomach, because the lining of your stomach is like 1/10 of the thickness of a hair. So it's really, really thin. And a way to fix it is to drink chicken bone broth. I don't know if you know what it is. Do you know it?
I do. No, I do.
Okay, that is like a soup of chicken, but with bones, cartilage, and everything. And that has a lot of collagen. If you don't want to make it, you can buy it. I buy it at Costco, and I buy the organic one, because the problem is when you don't get the organic, you are going to have all the hormones, antibiotics that they give to the chicken. So it's really bad for you. So instead of solving something, you are getting, you are getting more inflammation. So it's good to have, even after your lining of the stomach is good, it's amazing for the skin, because it has a lot of collagen, and it's healthier than to take the pills, because you absorb it more from the chicken broth. And
when do you take it?
You can take it 3 times a day. And of course, if you get the one that you buy, it doesn't taste that good, or the one that you make is not that tasteful. But you know what I add? I add season. I love spicy, so I add, hot. What's the name of this? Is peperoncino. You can add herbs, and I use Himalaya salt. And it tastes perfect. You heat it up, and it's great. And the thing is, it's also good because you will feel satisfied because it tastes good. And it's so good for all your skin, because the skin is the biggest organ that we have in our body. And it helps with, with flexibility, with your joints, and all your organs use collagen. So it's good for all your organs. So it's one of the best things that you can do for yourself.